Accra Technical University, we are located in the heart of the nation's capital, where we refer to as the business district of Accra. It started as a technical institute in 1949, became a polytechnic in 93. Then by an act of parliament in September 2016, thankfully we were also converted to a technical university. Yes, we as a Tvet institution, we look forward to what employability, that our graduates will be employable. We also place emphasis on the work-based learning approach. For research and innovation, we are also all into it. And then we have partnerships with industries and with national skills initiatives. So this, the campus at Kimbu. This is a drone shot. So from the top, looks so nice. Indeed it is. When you are approaching, you may not see it as nice as this, but never mind. Pictures could be a bit deceptive, but don't worry. So that's our Kimbu campus. It's very nice. We have some other structures also springing up. Very soon we will, council will inaugurate the 5-story, which began like 5 years ago. And every year we are being promised, oh, they'll finish. Because of that, there is some congestion on campus, I must admit. Prof said that they had about 38,000. Ours was 29,000 as at this academic year. And it makes learning not so flexible. So we have the hybrid system where you come on campus for 1 week, then the following week you have to be online. So it's like in, out sort of thing. You spend 1 week on campus, you're at lectures, then the following week you have to stay home and be online because when you come, there will be so much congestion. We have a second campus called the Mpenghwasem campus. It's along the Accra and Sawom Road. When you get to a place called Samsam, just stop and then you turn right. Because the road is a bit, it's not tarred, you could spend about 10-15 minutes, then you get to our second campus. Through the efforts of ADB, that's the African Development Bank, we have all these structures over there. And we still use it. But what we require now would be trying to put up a hostel facility over there, especially for the students. As for lecturers, they can trek from wherever they are, but especially for our students. So what we intend doing is to run similar programs over there because some of our students also commute to the Kimbu campus from places around the Mpenghwasem campus. So if you are interested to help us, please, our doors are open. Come and let's talk. These are our faculties: engineering, built environment, applied arts, applied sciences, and then business. Then these are the programs under the Faculty of Applied Arts. So you see the lady over there busily sewing. That's a state-of-the-art garment. We have the garment lab and then some other laboratories. My senior sister there, Dr. Mensa Kufuor, belongs to not this department, but this faculty. She's in HCIM. So that's the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Currently, we have 4, but very soon, no, we have 5. There's a new department, Department of Information Systems Technology. They do the cyber and hacking issues there. There's a Faculty of Built Environment, so by the addressing, you will know what they are doing. So that's the Built Environment, and these are the departments, 2 so far. Faculty of Business, and see how well dressed they are. From the accountancy department, I'm sure they are going to put some zeros at the end. Yes, but we also teach them the ethics so that they will be doing the right things. I'm happy to see one of our past students also in this gathering. She also works with you. So I'm happy about that. This is the Faculty of Engineering, and that's the amateur lab, a laboratory that was built for us. So electrical, electronic engineering, they use that laboratory. Now, we've been talking of Tvet data. Tvet data, indeed, that is what has brought us here. We have the inputs. Inputs, as in when the learner, and I said it when I sat on stage, that once the learner has expressed interest to come to the institution, automatically we'll get that data. So enrollment by level, by gender, admissions, etc. As the learner goes through the process, also delivery, the class sizes. And I'm happy to learn that Amstead has a policy of not going beyond 100 for the taught courses. And that is good. It's something ATU will have to learn from it. Admittedly, we have about 200, 250 in a class. Large classes, large classroom sizes that they feel comfortable there. But sometimes it looks like we are on the rally ground. When you're up there and then you see so many students there. So Amstead will come to you. Then we also emphasize on the work-based learning, and our liaison department, as Prof said, also takes care of that. Now, the output, we assess and then we certify you. But that's not the end. You are a graduate, so the outcomes go on to the labor market. We also have that data, the tracer studies, at least the ones that we are able to hold on to now. And alumni is helping us a lot in this. Resources and finance, the training cost. And I'm very much happy about that, and I'm so much interested in it. I mentioned the return of investment. We've invested so much into the learner. Let's calculate the cost. We can do that from our various fields. Now, the person also goes out there. So what is the return? What returns are we having? We should be interested in the financial aspect also. Governance and quality assurance issues, very, very important. And I'm happy to say that, as Prof said, in fact, at every level of decision making, the students are there. They are part of it, even per our statutes. And I'm sure it's the same elsewhere. The students are involved. So there's nothing like, no, we didn't know, or imposing something on them. Even when fees are being fixed, the VC and his management team will call SRC. SRC will come and sit in like some form of negotiation, and the director of finance will explain to them, for them to understand, so that there will be no commotion when they go out there to announce to the student, or when it is being announced to the students. So in short, what Tvet data is all about is that who is learning what? How well are we training or delivering and assessing that person, and then what happens to the graduates? Now, why does Tvet data matter so much to Accra Technical University? We have a strategic plan. We are 2021 to 2025, so it's ending this year. Periodically, it's being evaluated. We have an M&E component in it. And even as we are wrapping it up for this year, to rewrite another one for the next 5 years, 2026 up to 2030, we need data. So we use the data to evaluate for accreditation purposes. Yes, we are running programs, but the programs that we are running had to be accredited. So for accreditation purposes also, we need the data, and we try to align it with the National Tvet Qualifications Framework. For planning and resource allocation, we need the data. Employability, and then the work-based learning quality, placement by the liaison offices, we need data. Equity monitoring, Prof has said it already, gender, disability, etc. And we also need to be accountable. We need to be accountable to our supervisors. So Ctvet is there, GTech, they are also there. Yes. And then we need to support, I like the third one, a robust Tvet data system. And we've all spoken about this thing a lot this morning. What do we collect data on? I will just go through quickly because Prof has said a lot about it. Student information system. So from admission at the registry, that's academic affairs, we have all the data there. Once you're in the system, you write examinations and then we keep all that data. We have the learning management system also. It helps us to engage the students a lot. They submit their assignments over there. Lecturers go there to do their marking. They assess them and they grade them. It's a very good management, a learning management tool. During the COVID time, that's when we developed ours, 2020, isn't it? Yes, the 2020. So during the COVID time, that was what we were using, and it has come to stay. Quality assurance, they also help a lot. So they collect data. Now we're talking about lecturers who sometimes are sanctioned because maybe students may have failed in the exam, depending on the quantity. As Prof said, depending on the percentage, not just one or two people complaining and then that's all. No. The person is taken through processes. It starts from the head of department. We'll call the person and in a friendly manner, an informal manner, have some conversations. And we also tell our class representatives that don't wait till the end of the semester before you come and complain to us that Prof. So and so, Dr. So and so was not even attending lectures. As we learned in the morning, that if we had 60 school days, one could absent himself for about 55 days. Not herself, but him. So the him. Why? But if there are systems in place that we can see to this within the first 2-3 weeks, that is where our quality assurance, they come in. And then we try to make sure that we address those issues. We don't wait till the end of the semester. Industrial liaison office, they also need it a lot. Library needs it. They also churn out data on who is making good use of the e-resources. Our human resource department also need it as far as the lecturers' credentials are concerned. Finance and procurement, they also require that data. And then the Directorate of Research, where I belong to, Research, Innovation, Publication, and Technology Transfer, is also a mouthful. We also need data, and we churn out data from there. Then from the tracer studies also. Now, one other thing, I will cross-check with Prof, but let me say it. Sometimes you get to the institution, and then you go to different places for the same data, and the data looks different. Academic affairs will give you data. Finance will give you data. They look different. ICT will also give you data. You go to the department, but that same data, the same data. For example, a particular program, how many students have been registered? Academic affairs will give you yours. ICT will give you, oh, these are the students registered. You go to the departments themselves, they also have their data. Finance will say, well, our data is based on those who have paid something. So if you are in the institution and you have not paid a peswa, it means that finance has not captured you. Let's see how we can sync all this together and then just speak from one voice and only have one data. So we supply data to our national body, Ctvet, GTech, and then our funders also. Those who helped us to build up a career center, and then the DigiCap, that is digital capacity. They are the people from AFOS, and we also provide data, what they require to know. We align our programs and assessments to the National Tvet Qualifications Framework, and then the industry advisory boards. I was happy when Prof said that at the faculty levels, we have people from industry. We even start from the departmental levels. So at the departmental board, we have, as part of the units within the various departments, we also have the curriculum development. And it's mandatory that at least there should be one person from industry to be on it. So they come, in fact, pro bono, because we can't pay them. So they come pro bono. Sometimes it's a transport here, but they come, and they do come to assist us a lot, because we were using, syllabus that had been put together during the NAPTEX era. And it predates 2000, even before 2000, in the 2000s, so 20-year-old syllabus. But now that anytime we have the chance for a reaccreditation of a program, we take that opportunity to modernize some of the things that we have in there. Good. Not to say that things that were learned in the past are archaic, not at all. They are still relevant. Yes. So alignment of the programs and assessment too, I've mentioned that. So let's go on. Where do we store this data? We store it on iCampus. Once the student applies, we have what we call the iApply. It's all part of the iCampus. So you apply, same as what happens at Prof's End in Amstead. Go to any bank, but we have some specific banks that we deal with. Yes. Go there, buy the voucher, and then just go online and do your own thing. Now, what we've realized from experience is that some of the new entrants, they would rather go to the cafes and ask a cafe boy just to do the entry. So the cafe boy would do it. Even the email address that has been used to apply, the student doesn't know. That person does not know, because the cafe boy did not give, or maybe the cafe boy used his own email to do that. So it becomes difficult, sending information to such people if we have to use the email. So that is another challenge that we face. So human resource, they also have theirs. It looks like every department or every directorate, they have their version of the iCampus. But what we need to do is to bring all together so that they are not in silos. But then we can bring all of them together and then have one data. And there's a central repository. Good. So Prof went through a similar thing, access and progression. So enrollment data, progression data, credit transfer, so that you can move from Amstead and come to ATU and continue. We should be able to recognize the results that you are coming with and then place you somewhere. And we've been doing that. At least I know of a few that came from other places. Some of our people also went to other places, and we facilitated it so that it will not be a difficulty for those involved. So Prof has gone through the quality and delivery assessment. So what you see on the right is all the types of data that we gather, the indicators. So these are the indicators, and then what we collect the data on. So the frequency, it can be daily, it can be weekly, it depends. I remember when I used to be at Quality Assurance, VC will call me at any point in time. He wants data on lecturers who are actively engaging students on the LMS. So because I had access to it, I could go in there and then look at what level of engagement, as to what the lecturer has put on the, whether there have been some assignments that students have submitted and things of that sort. So we are able to do such monitoring. Every semester, learners will be assessed, so the data from there is also being kept. And as you already know, we also keep their scripts for 10 years, for 10 years before we can even dispose them off. Good. Then the tracer studies, yes. We also do that. in fact, we would have loved to do it yearly, so that we can treat them on the cohort basis. But sometimes it's a bit difficult. It's a difficulty if they have not registered formally with alumni. In fact, once you exit, automatically you're a member of the alumni association. But if you distance yourself from them, they don't have your information, it becomes a bit tedious. They can send out all these Google forms and encourage them to come, but still, freedom of association. So let's go through quickly. How do we publish? Every week, the public relations department, they come out with what we call this week. And it's more about activities that have gone on during the week. If you have a compilation of it, you can extract beautiful data from there. The Vice Chancellor also reports to Council periodically, and we have the VC's reports. Annually at our congregations, he gives the report, and it contains very good data. The congregation brochure is also good. It also has lots of data. We publish these things there. Management have their various platforms also. Library Chronicles is also, it comes out quarterly. There is data in there. The heads of departments, the faculty deans, they all have it. And then annually, Ctvet also access to report certain information to them. So as for the data that we have, apart from the ones that may be labeled confidential, because when you approach the finance people, even those of us within, oh, we need it for this and this and this and that, and they are adamant. I don't know, the finance people here, why do you hold on to data like that? We are not saying that give us, very detailed information, no. But there are certain portions that either Ctvet or maybe Tvet will need, Ctvet will need. We need to report on it, but they hold it as if that the moment it comes out, hell will break loose. Why must we hide data? They may have their own reason. Let me go on with what I can do. So we also have faculty seminars. Just last week, we had a 3-day international research conference, and lots of data were used over there, and we have a compilation of all that. So data governance and the standards, a data dictionary, that when you pick it, you can, just as we've been saying that the click of a button, we should be able to have data on one or two things. In the same way, whether published or electronic, the hard copy or the soft copy, let's have a data dictionary where we can turn to at any time. But let's be mindful of privacy concerns. So the roadmap, typically for the year 2026, we divide into 4 quarters, and this is what we want to do to check we ourselves. We audit our data, we define the indicators, maybe we build on what is already there, we draft our data dictionary, we select the tools that we are going to use, because it will not only be hard copies, but electronic copies also. In the second quarter, we integrate the iCampus or the Students' Information System, the LMS, the work-based learning. We have prototype dashboards. By the third quarter, our tracer study for our graduates, maybe for the previous cohort, we can do that. Because we run programs at different levels. We run certificate programs, we run diploma programs, ATU diploma programs. We run the higher national diploma programs. So our bosses are here. We run the Bachelor of Technology programs. Currently, we also run the Master of Technology program. We have about 13 MTech programs that we have advertised. For the previous academic year, we ran about 6 or 7 of them, currently increased to 13. We have accreditation for all of them. One thing we do very well is that without accreditation, because we've been warned before, that without accreditation, we won't go out and advertise. Sometimes we used to advertise once we submit to the then NCTE and then NAB. Oh, once we submit, then we go to town with it. But that's only an intention. So now we wait till we get the certificate itself before we go out there and advertise. So we have MTech programs running. There is one program in data science. In data science, I would say it's a game changer for the department that runs it. That department is mathematics and statistics. And all together, if I'm not afraid, the lecturers are even more than the students. But when we brought in this data science, even at the master's level, enrollment has shot up. For that program alone, we could boast of almost 40 master's students. Almost 40 master's students. And now, come next academic year, we are going to run it at the bachelor's level, at the BTech level, and then gradually we see what to do. We really want people to be interested in data. What are the risks and the mitigations? The data quality. Missing data, some could come in late, as we learned this morning. Inconsistent identifiers. Yes, students or learners of this age that we, thank you, I know why you are coming. Okay, thank you very much. That we think that, yes, they are the Gen Zs of this world and they should be able to, some of them are also tech savvy. Or I should say they are not tech savvy. Some of them, they have these problems. Some even use a young phone and they will tell you that they cannot do anything on their phones. They have to resort to using their colleagues' phones, and it becomes a bit of a difficulty for us because they may not even know their index numbers. In our case, the same for what Prof said, it's automatically generated, but you have to pay. There is a minimum amount that you have to pay before. So capacity, integration, future development, the next 12 to 18 months, what we wish to do as an institution. Let's come together, co-build a standards-based data pipeline that will serve our learners, will serve our employers, and then will serve the Ghana's Tvet system. Thank you. So these are my sources and references. I'm only thanking you. Prof has answered all the questions. So I'm only thanking you. Thank you.